A person blinks approximately 25,000 times a week. Babies are born with 300 bones, but by adulthood the number is reduced to 206. What? A piece of bone can support up to 9 tons of weight. Human beings produce an average of 150 grams of feces per day. Chewing gum while cutting an onion prevents crying. Test it. A pineapple plant takes 2 years to bear fruit. To wait. Minnie Mouse's full name is Minerva Mouse. Vatican City is the country that drinks the most wine per capita, 74 liters per citizen per year. At any given time, about 0.7% of the world's population is drunk. No square piece of paper can be folded in half more than 7 times. Have you done the test? The Atacama Desert Chile is the driest place in the world, more than the Sahara. You have never seen your own eyes, only the reflection and photographs of them. It just blew our minds. The largest snowflake ever seen was 38 centimeters wide. Avocado is poisonous to birds. More than 90% of plane crashes have survivors, even if it looks like a lie. If we extended the blood vessels from end to end, we would go around the world twice. The circulatory system forms a network of about 100,000 kilometers. Baku is the largest city located below sea level. It is located 28 meters below sea level. The most resistant material created by nature is spiderweb. The letter J is the only letter that does not appear in the periodic table. Shakespeare's daughter was illiterate. The most common name in the world is Mohammed. The CDs were designed to receive 72 minutes of music because that is the length of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. The Spanish flu was not a Spanish pandemic. In the city of Los Angeles there are more cars than people. A kilo of French fries costs 200 times what a kilo of potatoes costs. Donald Duck cartoons were banned in Finland because he did not wear pants. The sun releases more energy in 1 second than all the energy consumed by humanity since its inception. Spain is the 3rd country with the highest number of places declared World Heritage by UNESCO. India quit the 1950 World Cup because they could not play barefoot. 16% of women are born blonde, and 33% of women are blonde. Napoleon Bonaparte calculated that the stones from the Egyptian pyramids would be enough to build a wall around France. Einstein was never a good student, and he didn't even speak well at age 9. Chainsaws were an auxiliary instrument used by surgeons, especially in childbirth. The oldest restaurant in the world is located in Madrid. It is the Casa Botan restaurant. Which president of the USSR launched perestroika and glasnost? Mikhail Gorbachev. Which president of the USSR blown the UN table with his shoe? Nikita Khrushchev. What mountain range separates Europe from Asia? The Ural Mountains. And Spain from France. The Pyrenees. Who wrote Faust? Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Who painted the Scream? Edvard Munch. In what languages did Rosalia de Castro write? In Spanish and Galician. What mythological animal did Hobbes write about? The Leviathan. Who painted the frescoes in the Sistine Chapel? Miguel Angel. Which singer is known by titles like Respecto or I Say a Little Prayer? Aretha Franklin. What is the fear of heights called? Acrophobia. Which side is the appendix on? On the right side. How many elements does the periodic table have? 118. What gas protects us from UV radiation? The ozone. What is the layer of the Earth that produces the normal lights called thermosphere? Which president of the USSR launched perestroika and glasnost? Mikhail Gorbachev. Which president of the USSR blown the UN table with his shoe? Nikita Khrushchev. What mountain range separates Europe from Asia? The Ural Mountains. And Spain from France. The Pyrenees. Who wrote Faust? Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Who painted the Scream? Edvard Munch. In what languages did Rosalia de Castro write? In Spanish and Galician. What mythological animal did Hobbes write about? The Leviathan. Who painted the frescoes in the Sistine Chapel? Miguel Angel. Which singer is known by titles like Respecto or I Say a Little Prayer? Aretha Franklin. What is the fear of heights called? Acrophobia. Which side is the appendix on? On the right side. How many elements does the periodic table have? 118. What gas protects us from UV radiation? The ozone. What is the layer of the Earth that produces the normal lights called thermosphere? What medical discipline does the mind study? Psychiatry. What is the sport in which horse riding is called horse riding? What famous street did Sherlock Holmes live on? On Baker Street. In which Spanish city is the Tower of Hercules located? In Acuruca. Who is the most recognized woman primatologist in history? Jane Goodall? What was the first Disney movie? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Who is the author of V for Vendetta? Alan Moore. The illustrations are by David Lloyd. Who was Hitler's interpreter in The Great Dictator? Charles Chaplin. What's the name of the actress who sings the song I Dreamed a Dream in Les Miserables? Anne Hathaway. Which country is Leo Messi from? Argentina. Who was the MotoGP World Champion in 2017? Marc Marquez. Which planet was discarded from the set of planets in the solar system? Pluto. What is the fastest animal in the world? Cheetah. How do fish breathe? Through the gills. What are the bones of the inner ear called? Hammer, anvil, and stirrup. What is the main compound of planet Earth? Water. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? William Shakespeare. How many megabytes are a gigabyte? 1,000. Into which kingdoms do we divide living things? Animals, vegetables, fungi, protists, and monaris. What is the only flying mammal? The bat. What is the longest river in the world? The Amazon. And from Africa, the Nile. In what year was the first foot set on the moon? In 1969. 88. The longest alphabet in the world is that of Cambodia. It has 74 letters. 89. In 18th century Germany, women's menstrual blood was added as an aphrodisiac to foods and drinks. 90. Bats always turn left when leaving a cave. 91. The sea bream has a member 1.5 times larger than its body. 92. 1 drop of oil is capable of turning 25 liters of water into non-drinkable water. 93. At the bottom of the sea there is a fish that has teeth so big that it cannot close its mouth. 94. The cockroach can live 9 days without its head before dying of hunger. 95. When the ancient Romans had to tell the truth in a trial, instead of swearing on the Bible as today, they did so by squeezing their testicles with their right hand. From this ancient custom came the word testify.